Food is life. Food is love. Food is what brings us all together. Here on A Taste of the Food Life, we're ready to talk about all things food. So pull up a chair and join us. Welcome to A Taste of the Food Life. Good evening and welcome everybody to this week's episode of A Taste of the Food Life. I am Sergio the Sexy Potato Barrera here with Susan Chisholm, Nurse Hot Stuff herself. Susan,
It's
it's
me.
Thursday.
It's Thursday. Welcome to the party. Hey, 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 hey. Yeah. The end.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody. That's the free show you get.
There you go.
You get what you pay
I
for.
am taking a moment to make sure that I post about our show. So,
Good plan. Good plan.
yeah. Oh, I forgot to tag you. But here we are once again. Sorry about this.
Well, hey, we get
Hey,
second.
Alistair is here.
This is Sir Alistair Hammerlock. He's going to apparently just sleep on my desk the entire podcast. So
As he should.
there
As
are
he
worse
should.
things.
And I
Worse
put
things.
we're line now. So
We're lying now.
we are line. All right. This is very unprofessional. And I put line again. Good gravy. All right, here we go.
This is how it happens sometimes.
Listen,
It's just
this
how
is
the
what
cookie
happens when you do
crumbles.
a podcast on 7:30 on a Thursday. When you have
Slight
therapy
dig.
at 6:30. So, but hey, it was a good session.
Fair.
All right.
Good.
Hey, we advocate for mental health around here, and so
Heck yeah, we do. Heck
absolutely.
yes.
Okay, so here we are. We have begun, and first and foremost, Susan, I got to tell you, I'm excited.
I'm excited.
Because do you know that we're only a few weeks away from the best food day of the year?
I do. I do know that. Yes.
Yeah.
I'm quite excited
So,
about it.
we're gonna have to talk about things like, oh, I don't know, what's better, stuffing or dressing, and stuff like that. You know, those controversial topics that. So you're looking forward to it too, I can see.
I am looking forward to it. So forward.
Yeah.
Forward.
But yeah, we're only a few weeks away from Thanksgiving. We are a few days away from Halloween,
Yes.
which we're hoping to have a show next Thursday, I believe. Is that correct?
I believe that's the plan. We're gonna hang out
wait.
and talk about Halloween stuff.
Yeah, we're gonna tier rank candy,
Yes.
Halloween candy. So you guys have a few days to get ready.
Yes.
We have a lot on the schedule for the show today, and we thank you all for being here with us. Before we jump into anything, we're gonna do what we always do and remind you that if you're watching us on YouTube, number one, thank you.
Thank
And
you.
number two, have you subscribed? Because if you haven't, what the heck, man?
Yeah.
We're here every week. Like, come on,
Yes.
commit. We want to go from being acquaintances into having a relationship with you. And so the way
Yes.
you do that
Well,
is you
friendship.
subscribe to the channel. Okay.
Yes.
And so make that commitment now, and we'll send you $1. I'm kidding. No, we won't. But yeah,
He'll send
subscribe.
you $1 because
Yeah, we'll send you Alistair. And
no.
but yeah, make sure you subscribe if you haven't. And also, Susan, what else should they do besides just
They should
subscribing?
click the notification bell, or you can take the notification, tell the notification bell that you have a really good joke, and then you tell this joke for 10 minutes and you never get to the punchline.
Just click the bell, okay?
Just
click the bell. And that way you can find out when our episodes land. And if you aren't able to be here with us live, then you can go back and watch the episodes. My beard is looking like crap. All right, cool.
Oh my God.
So today, as always, Susan, we have a very important topic to talk about, and
Yes, we do.
we're gonna it's all gonna be about health and fitness today.
Yes.
And not only are we going to talk about a cool topic, but we're actually going to invite our listeners to become part of it.
Yes.
And so that's our goal tonight. But a bunch of other stuff, and we're going to begin with our weekly tasting.
Yes.
And this time we're going to do something a little different.
Yes, we are.
Because neither of us know what the other person is going to taste test.
That's true. Neither of us know. I think you should go first, since it was your idea.
Since it was my fault?
Yes, your fault.
Yeah, I figured.
But also your idea.
Uh-huh.
Go ahead.
Yeah. And so, number one, I have to ask you, did you find something?
I did.
Okay.
I found a couple of
Um,
things.
you've had a couple. Well,
I'm only going to use one
you're
of them.
always an overachiever. So,
I know.
all right.
I
So,
wanted options.
yes, of course. Well, okay. So here's what I didn't tell you as we went through all this. I
Okay.
decided to get something today that I saw, despite the fact that historically I have hated this product. Okay.
I am listening.
So I'm about to do a taste test on an item that I would normally not buy because, again, I've always hated them. But the flavor made me go, really?
Let's give
You're
it a shot
telling me that is the flavor of this version?
of this thing that I don't typically like.
Have you ever seen that little video of the little kid who is sitting there and he goes, bullshit?
Yes.
In my head. Because I am gonna try corn nuts.
You don't like corn nuts?
I hate corn nuts. I despise corn nuts. But
Wow. Okay.
are
Mexican style street corn. Okay. Okay. Well, awesome.
elote to be exact.
Elote.
Okay. And
Elote.
I was so taken aback by this notion that corn nuts thinks that just by putting Mexican street corn flavor that someone like me might go, oh well, I love elote, and so sure, let me buy this.
I mean, it's
And then I did
corn.
that. I was like, take my money.
You did exactly what they wanted you to do.
Yeah, I fell for it. So yeah, today we're going to figure out if corn nuts really knows how to make something taste like Mexican style street corn. Because listen, you and I are connoisseurs.
We are.
We don't even we call it by what it's called. It's elote, right?
Elote.
Like we
Mhm.
know that, some call it corn in the cup. We know what it takes to have a really good one.
Yes. A delicious one.
Talk us through it.
We've had quite a few of the different kinds of delicious
Yeah.
ones.
So in your opinion, what does it take? What does it
Yeah.
require?
So definitely, obviously, you want really good corn. So, the best, in my opinion, is either on the cob already or when they take the cob and they slice the corn kernels off in
Absolutely.
front of you.
Absolutely.
You have to have lime juice. You have to have
Right.
some chili powder. You have to have cotija cheese.
Yep.
You have to have mayonnaise.
Yep.
No cilantro ever. Absolutely have to have butter. The butter goes on the corn.
Right, of course. Yeah.
So yeah, that goes in the
And yeah, no cilantro.
buttered corn, mayonnaise, cotija cheese, lime juice, chili powder, or tahini, I guess. It depends on who you're hanging out with. And sometimes they'll put actually hot sauce, like Valentina hot sauce on there, or La Costeña, something like that, depending.
Got it. You speak nothing but truth. And
That's
so
true.
apparently that is what this flavor is going to be.
I mean, you're gonna
I'm
have
looking
to
at
be
the
judge.
ingredients and I don't see none of what you just talked about. So let's see. We're going to try this out. Again, I already don't like corn nuts, but hey, if anyone knows anything about this channel, when you go back and watch my tasting videos, it's that I will often taste things that I'm probably not going to be a fan
don't
of.
like.
So here we go. Corn nuts, Mexican style street corn. I'm going to go ahead and go in.
If you don't like them,
and
please save them for me because I want to taste what Mexican street corn not.
Well,
taste
you're going to be here in a couple days, so or actually
I am.
tomorrow because Billy Joel and the Sting. All right,
Woo,
so
Billy Joel.
here's the corn nut. No, it's
No?
crunchy. Hold on.
Yeah,
Hold
they're
on.
very crunchy. Stop, Alistair.
Okay. Run me through the list again. Item by item.
Item by item. Obviously, corn.
Nope.
What did I say? Mayo.
Nope.
Lime juice.
Nope.
Cotija cheese.
Nope.
Chili powder.
Nope. But watch.
And that's it.
These are really good.
Yes, I love it. I'm excited for you.
I don't get any of that. But the seasoning is tasty. And
We
maybe
don't call it.
it's been years, decades since I've had a corn nut. Unless it's mixed in with like not trail mix, but you know those little
Other stuff.
sesame sticks, and sometimes when you have a mix of those, like the sesame sticks and
Oh yeah.
peanuts, and sometimes
It's
the occasional
trail
corn
mix
nut.
for
Yeah,
lack of a better
I
word.
usually pick them out. Um,
Hmm.
I'm going in again.
Wow.
The flavor is really good.
Dang, you're
You-
making me rethink the decision of what
Well,
I'm gonna have.
I should look at something real quick though. Oh,
Okay.
sodium. Hello. Okay,
Outrageous sodium.
I'm going to come back to you later. All right, your turn.
Okay, so I like I said before, I got 2 items. And I did a coin flip because I could not decide which one I actually wanted to have.
Okay.
The one that the coin flip chose
What is that?
is this. Look at those gentlemen. Do they not look angry? Do they not look like that could be something very spicy? And look at the color of
Yes.
those things. They're
Okay.
red. They're red.
Alice.
I have no idea what it is because none of the package
Oh, it doesn't even
is in
like
English.
say. I mean, I'm gonna guess it's something like Cheez It. Did
It's
you find
called
something on the back?
I did. It's called black rubber shoes.
That's the name of the product.
That's the name of the product.
All right. Teach us. Educate us. What is it?
It smells like. What does it smell like?
Show us the product.
It smells sweet. It's sweet. It's
sweet.
like glazed. Oh, it's hard to see it. Hang on, sorry.
There you go. Right there. Oh, okay. It's not at all what I thought it was going to be.
No, I know. They look angry, so I thought it was going to be spicy.
Yeah.
It smells like a donut.
Okay.
Stop.
While you come up with an opinion, you want to say hello to Red Death. Thank you for stopping by, Red. And Drew, thanks for stopping in. I know you only have a short time, but thanks for being here.
Hello.
That's one more time than last time. So
this is cracker with a weird glaze, like a honey glaze on it.
Can you think of anything that might be close to like?
No. You know those Maria cookies?
Yes.
Dang it. No, not really even. It's not a sweet cracker.
Okay.
With a glaze. It is a plain cracker with a sweet glaze.
So how long does the sweet last?
I mean,
like mere seconds?
Seconds, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Interesting. Bring that bag with you.
They're not terrible. I like crunchy stuff.
Interesting. All right.
Cap Sparkle Pants gives it a thumbs up.
Interesting.
Alistair is trying to steal it out of my hand.
Yeah. Alistair, the newest co-host of A Taste of the Food Life. So, all right. Well then, are we gonna find out what the other item was?
Yeah.
I'm curious since you exceeded the mandate.
Oh my God, get out.
Honey butter chip. Quattro cheeses. Can you pull it back from the camera just a tad, please? And down so we can see the product.
Well, I was going to show you this right here.
Oh.
4 cheese flavor.
Right.
Of honey butter chips.
Interesting. Okay. Oh, but like potato chips.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. All right.
It says honey butter chip, quattro cheese.
Hey, bring it with you. Maybe we'll shoot a quick video for the TikTok.
Sure.
And try it out real quick. Mm-hmm. Awesome. All right. Well, that is our tasting segment for the week. Glazed cracker for Susan and Mexican style street corn nuts for me. And I guess mine on a scale of 5, strong 4.
These are not bad, but they're just kind of meh. So I'm gonna go with like a solid maybe 3.
Gotcha.
Middle of the road.
Very, very good. All right. Excellent. Well, there you go. That's our tasting segment for the week. Thank you for dropping in. We have a lot to do. Susan, I'm going to do something that's going to probably annoy you because I need to go off camera for just a second, but I promise it's for a good reason. In the meantime, tell folks who, as I die because of the court.
I think that
my luck.
Went down the wrong pipe. Okay.
Tell the folks where they can find you.
You can find me on all social media type things as Suzer Bruiser, at SUZERBRUZER. So that's Twitter, X, whatever. That's Instagram, maybe on Facebook if you're lucky. And then you could also find me on Etsy at my shop, which is nursehotstuffdesigns.etsy.com, where you can get spicy salsa. You can get custom design, and I actually also do vinyl cuts, different things like that. I can make stickers, custom things. So reach out to me, and we'll see if I can make it. And if I can make it, I'll make it for you. But you have to ask me. I think I've talked about as long as I can about where you can find me. You can find me constantly working forever and ever, starting at 5 a.m., 5:30 a.m.
Welcome to this episode of WTAF News here on A Taste of the Food Life.
Okay.
Welcome, everyone, to our WTAF News here on A Taste of the Food Life. I am Sergio Barrera, and I am here to discuss with you what WTAF News is all about. First of all, it's a new segment on our show that Susan is unaware of. As a matter of fact, we're going to go ahead and take Susan completely out of the picture here in just a moment, because this was supposed to be looking more like a newscast, but I forgot to bring up my screen, and so therefore it's kind of going off the rails already. But hey, that's what we do here. We adapt and we move on. So here on WTAF News, we will discuss, it's in the name, WTAF. It's not what you think. It's weird topics about food. And today we're going to introduce you to an item that I believe we need to have a discussion upon, because there is a bit of a controversial thing going on in the world of food that I felt we needed to discuss as part of this episode. And that is the fact that there has been a change of naming for a famous brand of crackers, and that is Goldfish. The company has decided to change their name for a short amount of time from Goldfish crackers to Chilean sea bass, because in their opinion, naming it Chilean sea bass will be more appealing to adults. They're not changing the recipe. They're not changing the product. They're simply calling it Chilean sea bass for a short time, because that's going to appeal to adults. Susan, I'd like to bring you on to discuss this breaking news story and how dumb it might be.
I think it's completely ridiculously dumb.
Did you know about this?
No.
Yeah.
No idea. Why mess with a good thing?
Exactly. And what makes us think that naming it Chilean sea bass is going to make like adults go, oh, well, I mean, let's do this.
In my opinion, I think that adults would have a better time leaving it as Goldfish for the nostalgia factor.
Right.
And plus, like, people are going to be like, WTF is Chilean sea bass.
This is where corporate logic really kills me, because I understand wanting to make your product be more appealing to an audience, but you could have called it tuna. Like, I mean, why Chilean of all things? Like, I mean, that
they spared no expense.
I guess. And I just, you look at the package and first of all, do you notice the little dome dish at the bottom?
Yeah, that's cute.
I was so like annoyed by this whole concept that when I got this picture, I only focused on the packaging. I just now saw that super little dome dish.
That's one of the first things that I saw.
Yeah.
It's one of the first things that I saw.
So the idea being is you're going to make it appealing to adults by simply naming it something that you're going to have to go and pay a lot of money for at a restaurant. Yeah. All
Adult
right.
sounding name, same goldfish taste.
Yeah, exactly. And guys, this is true. Like this is not like a weird internet. This is
Joke.
actually going to happen. And so
That's outrageous.
I think what we should do is go buy a pack of goldfish, and then when this comes out, get a pack of Chilean sea bass, and do a taste test. And no, you know why we won't do that? Because we already know
'Cause
it's
it's
going to taste like goldfish.
exactly the same. It
Yeah,
says it's exactly the same.
exactly. With
No.
Pepperidge Farm, we're calling you out. So,
What are you doing?
all right,
Questions.
interesting. So, yeah, there you go. And we want to thank you for being part of the first installment of WTAF News, weird topics about food. And we'll see you again next week. All right. Well, there you go, Susan. I didn't tell you
That was
because I knew you couldn't keep a secret. So
I couldn't keep a secret.
you notice I was wearing a tie. Like
Yes, I did.
Like this is the whole like. I was trying to be a newscaster, but I hadn't had a chance to practicing maneuvering everything, so I like wasn't 100%. But so there you go. I am introducing a brand new topic every week, a brand new segment. WTAF News, not what the actual it's weird topics about food.
Topics about food. All right.
There you go.
Okay.
So I've got to get this coat off, so I'm going to turn the camera off again because ain't nobody want to see that.
In other news,
I can still hear you,
we-
so don't talk about it.
we will. Oh, never mind. I'm just kidding. We're still gonna have the rest of our normal segments, and they're gonna look the same, and they're not gonna be new and flashy like that. But they're still gonna be awesome because they already are. So
Yeah.
the
I
end.
got to ask you.
And-
I'm keeping the tie on.
Okay.
Yeah, there we go. We're all official tonight. So, there you go.
Okay.
Hey, later ask me when I bought this tie. Amazon today. So yeah, I don't own any other ties, and so I was like, I need a tie. Amazon 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. I'm like, it's just in time for the show. So
perfect. I love it.
Born of a silly idea. Amazon is awesome. So not a sponsor, but hey, maybe they should.
Hit us up. Just saying.
Absolutely. All right, Susan, we're going to get to our main topic of the week, which is what we advertise as a health and fitness challenge that you and I are going to go. I can't wear this tie the whole time. I'm already feel like constricted. A health and wellness challenge. So let me kind of give you our entire show format changed today, and it's my fault, and I wanted to apologize to you on air for throwing everything sideways. But I got to thinking. You and I have been on quite a health kick here in the last few months. Both meeting some relative success, but I think we both have reached a point where we're kind of like we're not stalled, but I think it's time for some
we need to spice it up a little bit.
You have a throwdown, okay? Because I'm going to challenge you, and I hope you'll challenge me to we're going to compete.
Okay.
Because
that's your first mistake.
Oh, are you saying you're going to win?
Oh yeah.
We'll see. Because what I want to do with this conversation is basically lay out the format for what will be the very first ever A Taste of the Food Life Health and Wellness Challenge. And we're not only going to be challenging one another, but we're going to invite folks who watch the show, whether it's live or whether it's afterwards. If you want to join in, let's all get healthy together.
Let's do it.
Or healthier, right?
Healthier.
And so we're going to start with the fact that this is going to be over the month of November.
Okay, month of November.
Which is the worst month to do it because we know that at the end of November, there's that for many of us, there's that very heavily food related day.
Yes.
And so the challenge is going to be, what are we going to do to amp up our journey? So how are we going to challenge one another to continue our path? And so I think we need to talk about 3 things that we're going to make this challenge be based on. Number 1, exercise routine.
Okay. Exercise routine.
Exercise routine. What are we going to challenge one another to do and accomplish? Right. Second, because we're a food channel, food intake. Like,
Food
what is our
intake.
food habit going to look like? Are we going to continue the path we're on? Are we going to amp it up a bit? Are we going to figure out some new things, perhaps? Um,
We'll see.
and right, exactly. And then the third element will be, um, I didn't think of a third element, so you're gonna have to help me.
Measurements.
Okay, measurement, yeah.
So that I think that's gonna be more of
That's
a
what I think we're
progress
gonna see, the
check.
measure. Yeah, the measure.
The
So
progress check is gonna be the measurements.
so food and exercise, and then, obviously, you and I both use the Whoop product. So maybe, take a look and measure sleep and recovery. Are we really, really taking care of ourselves? Um, are we really taking care of ourselves? So maybe it doesn't have to be via the Whoop, but I think that that's a big aspect of fitness that people don't really think about, is that, it's awesome to work out, it's awesome to eat well,
Yes.
but you got to rest, you got to take care of your body and recover,
Yes.
right?
And sleep is
So
very important to not only your recovery from your exercises, but it's also really important to your mental health.
sure.
Ask me how I know. Um, yeah,
Well,
sleep
plus
is
it
important.
affects everything from digestion to, just your overall sense of how you're feeling overall, right? And
Yes.
so our hope is that we can come up with a program that will challenge you and I, give us a bit
Mhm.
of a contest, but then if other folks want to participate, then they can as well. And
Absolutely.
then what we'll do is, we're going to put some required accountability steps into this.
Okay.
Okay. So the commitment is, we're going to exercise the way we should, we're going to eat
Mhm.
well, and we're going to rest. But here's the
But
catch for you and I.
uh-oh,
Okay.
I'm scared.
Many people know that we have or maybe you don't, we have a Taste of the Food Life TikTok
We do.
that doesn't have but one video on it because we're both very busy.
We're working on it.
Our accountability measure will be this: over the next several weeks through the month of November. So this is going to begin November 1. We all have time to get our minds ready and focused. Okay. So November
Yes.
1 through the end of November, you and I are going to be required to post 2 TikTok videos every couple of days. One showing something we've done that's an exercise. Okay. Maybe
Okay.
we talk about a run we did, or a walk/run, but then we post also next to it, a map my run image, right? Or if we go on our spin bike and we spin for 30 minutes, okay, how many miles was it? Because we both have a Wahoo now. Um,
Yes.
but we're gonna do a video that's gonna talk about what we did, encourage
Okay.
others to join
Yes.
us. So that's gonna be we have to post videos to show accountability.
Okay.
Okay. Second, for the food requirement, we're going to need to post a video that will show us either sharing a dish or food that we created that is based on a healthy recipe, or maybe we're somewhere, because I'll be in Houston for the next 3 weeks, and we chose a healthy item and we want to share where we're at and what, just like we would if we were reviewing food, right? But
Okay.
from a video standpoint, we need to show somehow that we're eating well.
Okay.
Okay.
All
Because the
right.
idea would be, well, listen, I'm not going to video every single thing I do, but if I'm being consistent, I'll have a lot to pull from, right?
True. Very
So
true.
I don't need to be posting a video of a great Chilean sea bass. But then the rest of
That
the week I'm eating burgers, you know? You see what
that
I'm saying?
doesn't count. You can't get the bag of goldfish and say you had a
I hate
delicious
goldfish, and
Chilean.
you know this, so that's not gonna happen.
I don't know
So
this, but that's okay. So now I do.
I have to you're not paying attention anymore. I get it. It's been 5.5 years. So I hate goldfish. The
First of all,
the only ones I've ever liked are the hot franks. But back to what we're saying.
that I hate.
Um, so yeah, so we're our accountability measures to not just one another, but to the world that watches us, is
Yes.
going to be, we have to post. We're going to have to, shoot videos and say, hey, this was my exercise regimen today. Hey, go out and run, or go out and walk, whatever. And we'll use it
Yes.
to encourage people, but also you and I will be checking to make sure that, hey, yeah, okay, they're posting, they're doing what they're supposed to. Okay. So
Yes.
it gives us a chance to share about exercise, about food, and encourage others to join us.
Yeah.
And then for the rest, we will be live streaming our sleep. I'm kidding.
No,
No,
we
we're not.
won't. No, we absolutely won't. No, we won't.
That's where the line will be drawn. So
Well, yeah. I'm just saying.
yeah,
No.
maybe every so often we share for you and I our sleep and recovery from our Whoop. That way,
Okay.
it will. Hey, listen, and we'll share with people how it works and what it looks like. But we'll do it in the way of posting on TikTok, but also I'm gonna post it on my personal page as well. And so, what do you think of that as sort of the accountability measures that we can use to monitor this challenge and how it goes?
I mean, I think that's good in terms of accountability and keeping each other accountable, and keeping others accountable.
Okay, so you're okay with that being
I'm
the idea?
I'm okay with it. Yeah, I think so.
Okay, all right. We got a few days to get ready because again, this starts November 1st, and then we've already talked, you and I, about how the measure will be exactly that, like taking measurements. The one
Measurements.
thing that I have not done since February when all this began for me is I never measured myself. And so I personally feel like I have some room to go, and some things to accomplish. And so we're going to take measurements. In fact, since you'll be in town, I'm going to ask Jen to be the one who measures us so that there's, you know,
Tape.
so that we have a neutral party who is going to take down our measurements and write everything down. And then
Okay.
in a month, we'll come back, we'll remeasure, and we'll see what happened. So,
Okay. All right. I think it's a good plan.
any thoughts or ideas that you'd like to layer in?
Yes, yes. You're going down.
Oh, okay. So we're going to trash talk. All right.
Oh yeah.
Listen,
You're going down.
I will let my progress do the talking. So,
Okay. You're going down. The end.
and then we'll have a push-up challenge at the end of the month. So.
No, we won't.
Come on, I believe in you.
No. Maybe.
We'll see who
We'll
can
see.
hold the longest wall squat. So, no, you know what we should do?
Oh no.
Planks.
Planks. I knew you were gonna say planks.
We're gonna challenge each other and
hate
see
you.
who can hold the longest plank.
I hate you.
We can work toward this. So,
All right. Fine. Whatever.
all right. So we will put all of this together in writing and publish it, and then we will keep everybody posted. But yeah, we wanted to use the forum tonight to talk about the idea and it's our first one, so it's a very loose idea. But I don't know, Susan. I think that if we're gonna be talking food all the time, then we should also continue to use the platform to promote good health and wellness.
Yes. I think that's exactly that. I think it's important to not only just talk about all the cool stuff and the food stuff, but this is part of the Taste of the Good Life, which is one of
Yeah.
our segments. So this is lining up with that.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, I remember when I began the channel, it was all about, food tastings and so forth and enjoying food. But I think that there's a lot to be said for continuing to use the platform to encourage folks to take good care of themselves because we want
Yes.
y'all around, man.
We
'Cause,
do.
someday we'll have 10 viewers on a Thursday night. So
We love you also. It's
Yes,
not
we do.
just, we don't want, just don't want you for your numbers. We want you for your you.
That's right. We want you to be
For
around
you.
because you're good people. So
True.
all right. Well, with that said, that we're going to land the plane on that, and like I said, we'll formalize it. We'll put it on paper. We'll share with folks. But November 1st, we're going to get started, and Susan will basically see the back of my shoes because I'll be way ahead of her. So,
How's your running going?
how's your running going?
It's great. I went today.
You're a fibber. You were at the store.
I mean, I was, but after work, but I wasn't before work.
Mm,
Anyway, moving on.
I don't believe it, but I'll start seeing videos soon. So, all
Yep.
right. Moving right along. We have, I believe, or you have, I should say, another word for us
I do.
for
Word
this
of the
week's word of the week.
Word of the week. This one is one that I'm already familiar with because it's a term that is used in my profession sometimes on occasion.
Your
So
profession being
nursing, I'm a nurse. That's why my name is Nurse Hot Stuff.
okay.
Because I'm a nurse and I sell hot stuff. Okay. So the word of the week this week is
And go ahead.
postprandial.
What?
Postprandial.
Wow.
So anything that occurs after a meal. So you can say like we took a postprandial walk. It's like instead of saying I took a walk after I ate dinner, I took a postprandial walk.
Interesting.
Something.
How is it used normally though in your profession?
That's how it's used. Like you could say like it could be used for dosing medication. So you say like take 1 tablet postprandial. So take 1 tablet every time, after every meal.
Yeah, but the general public's not going to know that.
Me.
I've never seen that on my prescriptions.
Anyway, never mind. We're not going to talk about it. Anyway, that's the word. Yay! Word of the week.
Got it. Postprandial. That's fun to say.
It is.
All right. Well, listen, before I get to my segment, which is a cookbook that I'm going to share, I have a recommendation.
Tell me.
And I'm not going to just talk about it. I'm just going to show you. If I can make this happen the way I need to.
Oh, yeah. Ooh.
Oh, shoot. Hold on. This is the problem with not having a lot of time between what I was doing and then having to do the show. So I have a recommend, and this is what it is. There we go. Here we go.
Few people realize what it actually takes to be really good at making pasta. You have to love it. It's my favorite thing to make. And 17, 18 years later, I think I kind of have it.
It was this new experience in a time where we have very few new experiences.
I don't think there's anybody anywhere in the world who does with dry pasta what Pepe Guida does.
Per lui è qualcosa che va oltre al fatto di riempirsi la pancia. È bellissima.
In China, there are really very few women chefs. To make it, they have to be better than everyone else. And that's the case with Gui Rong.
通过吃这个面也能了解吃的文化。
At first glance, Night's this shy girl, but when you see her in the kitchen, she's a force to be reckoned with.
My goal was to celebrate Cambodian culture in its truest form.
I think Night can move mountains.
The thing to understand about Evan Funke is that he has chosen the most difficult path. He has chosen making pasta by hand without a machine, and it requires perfection.
Less and less people are willing to pay the time cost associated with real mastery. I wanted to do something difficult. I found it. And I never looked back.
It is a fantastic show. I've only seen the first episode, but that's what motivated me to bring it to you tonight, because the very first episode is Evan Funke, that was the person talking, and the work that is being done. First of all, Chef's Table has always been a fantastically beautiful documentary series.
Yes.
And you and I watched a few episodes together, so you know exactly what the quality of this is. And when I tell you that every episode of this show, they've done so many series, and some of them there have been offshoots for barbecue and for pastries, and now this series is a 4-part episode or 4-episode series on just noodles and pasta, and 4 amazing chefs who have conquered and mastered the craft of their version of noodles and pasta. And Evan Funky's episode, just like Chef's Table always does, got me real emotional because food is such a passion for me. And so when you see someone whose passion exceeds yours, but then they're operating at the highest level, it's just beautiful to see. And so I cannot recommend this show enough. You can find it on Netflix, and it is simply Chef's Table Noodles. And again, there's 4 episodes. I'm very excited about the remaining 3, and so I can't wait to get to my hotel room and log into my Netflix account and binge the rest of it very, very soon. So I had to bring that to you. So
That's exciting. Now I want noodles. Thank you for that.
I know. I mean, listen, Dan Noodles, baby. So I'm looking forward to being in Houston. All right. So from my collection of cookbooks behind me, I told you guys that week to week I was going to share. That's cool. I like that. I was going to share a cookbook from my collection, and you and I are very fond of a lot of different creators on YouTube and so forth. And just like
Yes.
Owen Hahn, whose book Stacked we saw last week,
Mhm.
and we watch a lot on TikTok. This one is someone who I love watching on YouTube so very much and for so many years now, and that is Andrew Ray and his book Binging with Babish. This recipe book is
Love.
basically 100 recipes that he's done on his show Binging with Babish, and this book is actually was published quite a few years ago, and so he's done so much more since then. But he finally put this book out, and I finally got my hands on it about 2 years ago, and it's just, number one, it's a beautiful book. And so much of the writing that he does in and around the recipes is really cool as well. And so you know, when you look at the table of contents and you see where these dishes are from, movies like Goodfellas, you know, that he does what's called prison gravy, which is the sauce that they made in the movie while many of the main characters were in prison. And let's see, Game of Thrones is in here. You know, giant chocolate layer cake from Matilda. And so at the end of the day, this is just a really unique find in that not only is it a great trip down the road of food and media, but it's also just a fantastic recipe book that
It really is.
you know, is I don't know if you've ever had a chance to see it, but the book. But I
Not the
know
book.
you watched the show.
I watch his channel often, Binging with Babish. He's very I don't know. I don't want to say he's very he's very, like, his tone of voice is very even.
Yeah,
Um,
very soothing.
and you don't really see his face at all.
Right.
And all the recipes are unique because they're based off of recipes in other media. So it's
Right.
like there was even one that we looked at from a cartoon show, which I can't remember. I think it's called The Regular Show. They have apple fritters, which we are both love apple fritters.
We still need to make those.
We do. We
soon.
do.
And not
Yeah.
healthy ones either. So
Nope. Good
yeah.
old fashioned apple fritters.
I had one at work the other day, and it did not live up. So
I'm sorry about that. That's disappointing.
yeah, but hey, maybe we'll make some good ones. All right. Well, Susan, it's time for this week's pet of the week. I'm going to turn it over to you.
Yes. So this week I ventured to another shelter site. So I haven't been on this one. It's Austin Humane Society. The food named pet of the week this week is macaroni.
Oh.
Macaroni. I will show you macaroni. So this is macaroni. Macaroni is a 2-year-old male. He's 53 pounds, so it's not a little guy, not a big guy either, huge guy. He's great. He's very active. He's very loving. He's very it says he's high energy. When I originally read into macaroni before I got on the website, I was on a different site that got there. They said that his left eye was injured
Mm.
by what they assume was children throwing rocks at him.
Mm.
So his blind, at least partially blind in his left eye. He doesn't go in circles. So we don't know if he's partially blind or just all the way blind.
Right.
He's available at the Austin Humane Society. His adoption fee is $85, but we also would like to sponsor people who are interested in picking up shelter animals. So if you are interested in Macaroni, please let us know by reaching out to us on our social media or an email, and we would be happy to at least partially sponsor or fully sponsor you to take Macaroni home
Absolutely.
to a loving home. Because just look at his little face. Look at that face.
Beautiful, beautiful dog.
Yes, he's a sweet Pete. He's a sweetheart. So Macaroni,
yeah.
our pet of the week.
The offer stands. We are willing to sponsor an adoption. So reach out to us, and we'll do our part to help. If you find yourself in a position where you could use our help, talk to us. We'll do what we can.
Because Macaroni needs your help. So
indeed.
And pass on the word, because there's a lot of great animals out there, and they're really funny when they have food names like Macaroni.
Absolutely. All right. Well, Susan, thank you for sharing Macaroni with us. We will we'll continue to use this platform to hopefully get some of these animals adopted because they are in need of a loving home. And so,
yes, they are.
This is our mission. So, all right. Well, with that in mind, it is time for our TikTok of the week. And Susan, this one is for you.
Uh-oh. I'm scared.
Your face. Tell me how you're feeling.
This creator makes me so angry. So angry. His videos are not all filmed that way. Typically, they're filmed
That's
with
why I chose it.
The camera facing you or facing him. So, and he cuts his bread.
Yep.
And it's always cut crooked. Always cut crooked. And then when he puts his toppings on, he piles them on whatever, who cares? And so some bites are going to have a whole bunch of stuff, and some bites are going to be oh, this is just bread.
You saw how uneven the cheese was in the video. So the creator is Alfonso Prisco. You can see him on TikTok. And again, he doesn't talk to the camera. There's never any,
No.
You just see him working. And it's usually, like Susan said, head on. So you can see exactly how crooked the bread is cut and how haphazardly he puts the sandwiches together.
And often he'll put he'll use olive oil or some kind of, I'm assuming olive oil, and he's just literally and it's
everywhere.
Half of it doesn't hit the sandwich.
Yeah.
And then when he does it, he cuts it and he squeezes it, and all the juice and all the oil and everything just runs out. And I'm like,
yeah,
cut it on your hands.
Or
man.
he'll have a mixture of tomatoes and maybe some pickle red peppers. And he'll throw it on, so tomatoes will roll off, and he just leaves them there. And I'm like, oh my god, yeah, it's just So
he doesn't usually use a knife to scrape the stuff in it. He's usually got the little clear plastic food handler gloves or whatever, and he just he grabs it, and he goes plunk. He's he just throws it and hopes that it hits the sandwich.
And the funny part about this video is it's actually off of another channel, and it came across my feed, and it didn't take me but a few seconds to know. I know exactly who this is because it was a whole different angle than we're used to, like we said. But I knew the moment he cut the bread, I'm like, oh, I know who this is. And so I was like, I need to do this for Susan tonight.
And now I'm triggered.
And now you're annoyed. Yeah.
Ah!
Oh my goodness. All right. Well, that was this week's TikTok of the week. We thank you so much for putting up with us and our goofiness. So yeah, if you missed it, hey, we'll get you caught up real quick. Susan and I are going to
Yes.
challenge each other over the month of November on a health and
Yes.
wellness challenge. We invite you to join us. So
Absolutely.
be on the lookout because we will be posting the rules.
Mhm.
But November 1st to the end of the month. And I said when you and I spoke that we would have a pass on Thanksgiving. We're going to
Yes, we
measure
will.
at the end of the month. So basically, do what you do. But
I'm gonna take a pass on Thanksgiving. I'm just letting you know.
You're not
Turkey
go turkey.
No. Turkey is poultry.
This is
So
true.
it's healthy.
All right.
Totally.
In a few weeks, I look forward to the dressing versus stuffing conversation. Next week, though, it is Halloween, and so right now our plan is to broadcast on Thursday night next week, 7:30 Central. I'll be in Houston, and so
I'll still be in Austin.
right. My point is, I won't be home for my anniversary, and so Jen and I are celebrating early on this Saturday, and so I'll be free that evening to do a show. But again, keep an eye out because the plans may change because things may happen because Susan, I want to make sure I respect your children. So, but if we're here, you'll know. So keep up with us on our social media and start looking for videos in November on our TikTok channel and our Instagram page. So make sure you follow us there. If you have any ideas for the show or any things that we might talk about, please email us at atasteofthefoodlife@gmail.com. That's atasteofthefoodlife@gmail.com. Let us know your ideas. We'd love to include them. And I'm still waiting to see who is going to chime in with the best, greatest idea so that I can get you a full package from Nurse Hot Stuffs, hot sauces, and jellies. We still don't have a winner.
Yeah, you just got to send an email with an idea that we use on our show. And if you do send us an idea and we use it on our show, Sergio is going to reward you with some delicious goodies from yours truly.
Absolutely. And eventually we're going to have so many people that are sending us ideas, we're going to have to make it a raffle. So you better get in on this early.
I know.
Because it's going to get more and more difficult. So
yes.
All right.
The odds are great.
Are at their best.
Are at the best.
All right. Well, Susan, as always, it has been a fantastic time doing the show with you. So thank you so much for all you do. And I look forward to doing this once again very, very soon.
Yes, indeed. We will see y'all next week. And I love it. This is the best thing ever.
Yeah, absolutely. So to all of you who are here tonight, thank you so much for being with us. We appreciate you no matter where you were, whether it was on Twitch or on YouTube. Continue to join us here week to week. And we will continue to do this thing we love. So have a great night, everyone. And remember, you are awesome. You're amazing. And the world's a better place because you are in it. We will see you next week on A Taste of the Food Life.
Good night.